Hi and welcome to the Red Sofa. So you're going to love the topic today. Signs.
You might not love it actually.
Signs that you know you're getting old. Apart from the obvious ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well, Adele from the band commented the other day that she stopped thinking about shoes as, oh, that's a nice high heel. Oh, those are cute.
shiny.
And they just started becoming, those look comfy. And that I definitely am choosing sandals now on the basis.
Yeah.
That looks comfy.
Victoria Wood, love Victoria Wood. She had a sketch and it went something along the lines as, you know you're getting old when you go past a Shoal sandal shop and you look and go, they look comfy.
Yeah.
And that is just so true.
It's roughly where we are.
I am a flip-flop person. I've never liked heels.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't understand flip-flops.
I love
also.
flip-flops.
Flip-flops hurt.
Flip-flop or barefoot.
Barefoot, I understand.
Yeah.
No, I like to have something firm around my ankle.
Yeah, that's definitely a sign of getting old.
Yeah, and the other sign of getting old for me is my filters are going. I'm really sorry. And I know you're thinking, she never had any filters. I promise I did once.
They're just getting less.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're getting less.
Yeah, and so I now will tell people things that I just shouldn't be telling them. So yeah, this is perhaps a cause for concern.
And do you find yourself saying things
repeatedly?
Repeatedly. And looking for your glasses that were on your head the whole time.
Yes, I do a lot of that.
Keys.
Yeah, I've always done that. Actually, I have a key story. This is a losing thing story. This actually was when I was about 22, I guess, and I was working for a Marks and Spencer in Bexley Heath. And in those days, it was a brand new Marks and Spencer. It had just been built, so it was in a little bit of a building site around it. So there was free parking everywhere. Fantastic. And I used to park literally 30 seconds from the front door of Marks and Spencer. And I used to park the car, walk in, normally late, and run in, looking flustered, up to the top, try and brush my hair, get in some kind of semblance of order. Makeup, no, sorry, never enough time. And then at the end of the day, I would walk back out to the car, rummaging through my capacious handbag. I had a very, do you remember those days of handbags with loads of pockets?
Yes.
I had one of those.
Yeah.
And walking back to the outside to go to the car, Cato has arrived. Hello, Cato. This is Endo still.
No, he's not going to say. I was going to introduce you, but he's not having anything.
Sorry.
We'll
Bye,
grab him
Cato.
one day.
So walk back to the car, rummaging through my capacious handbag, not finding the keys. And I got to this low wall round the car park. Can't find the keys. So I stop and I actually go through the bag and I get everything out of the bag, one at a time. Still can't find the keys. Put everything back in the bag, getting slightly more concerned. Back upstairs into the changing room, Marks and Spencer. Look all around the counter, look in my locker again. No keys. Back down to the car, go through my handbag again. Yeah, as one does.
Yeah, you do, several times.
Walk over to the car. No car there.
Oh.
No car there. Panicking now.
Oh, I would be.
Right next to the police station, so I now walk round into the police station, into the front door, get in up to the front desk, and I open my mouth and went, it went in for service this morning.
I hadn't even driven in it. That was 22. There's no hope for her.
So I apologised, walked out, went across to the garage to get my car.
Yeah.
So memory's never been good.
No, but it is getting worse.
Do you think it's getting worse?
Well, mine definitely is. Yeah, definitely is getting worse.
I don't know.
I keep. That's another sign that you know you're getting old. Post-it notes everywhere to remind yourself what to do. Get up.
But is that get up? But is that actually growing old and being more forgetful, or is that actually starting to care that you? Because I've always forgotten everything.
Or that you just doing too much, because I try and fit too much in.
Yeah.
So it might be just a sign of a busy person, but no, definitely my memory is not as good as it used to
You see,
be.
again, I remember at the age of 13, 14, I had a lovely, lovely best friend at school called Jane, who was a picture of patience, and still is. You know, her nature has not changed, and she's just lovely. And I would reckon that each morning we'd be going sorting our books out for the day, and I'd say, "What have we got this morning?" And she'd say, whatever she'd say.
Yeah.
Say, for example, physics, chemistry, maths.
Just reel it off.
Just read it off, because she always knew exactly what was going on and where she was.
Yeah.
And then 3 minutes later, I'd go, "What have we got this morning?"
Yeah.
And I would, and she would just go, "Physics, chemistry, maths."
I think that's just your personality. There are people like Jane who are really organised, and then there are people like us that rely on people like Jane.
Yes,
And that's true, isn't it?
absolutely. Yeah. And I alternate between feeling terribly guilty and just relying on them anyway.
Yeah.
And of course, in the band, it's now Sharon.
Yeah,
Sharon
very
is that
organised.
patient, organised person.
I'm the punctual one and the excited one. Sharon is very, very organised.
Helen, if she's late, we think she's dead.
They did actually. I was late once, wasn't I? And you actually were on the verge of calling
growing
hospitals.
I think we might be repeating ourselves.
Yeah, repeating ourselves.
We might have said that.
Do you find yourself saying things that your mum and dad used to
I'm
say?
afraid
though?
scarily.
Yeah.
Scary. Things I promised I would never say, would never do, and I scarily do.
Like music, modern music. That sounds like somebody's banging their head against it. My dad always used to think that sounds rubbish.
Do you find yourself saying that?
Not me so much, but I do, because I quite like all the modern stuff actually, and I there's some really good stuff coming out at the moment. But I do hear people saying it, and sometimes it's actually my husband's music that I feel like that about actually.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
I found myself looking at some clothes on a young person the other day, thinking, not quite. She looks like an unmade bed, but does she realise what she looks like? And the moment the thought headed from my mouth, I just thought, no, don't go. I remember my grandma saying things like that. Don't.
Yeah, it is sad, but there are good things about getting old too.
Yeah, there are loads of good things about getting old.
You get a mortgage
for a while.
Yes.
You get to a point where you can't get a mortgage again, actually. But there it is. What I really love about growing old is, I remember when I was 17, 18, the thought of going to go shopping without putting a frock on, putting makeup on, spending ages on my hair, for goodness sake. And now I just go, just wear what you're wearing.
Yeah.
And
you do lose those inhibitions, don't you? And that self-consciousness, definitely.
And you start realising that actually what you physically look like doesn't matter. But what you spiritually look like, you know, the fact that it's the thing I want to say to young people all the time is, your heart shows through your face.
Absolutely.
And that's and of course, as we grow older, we start realising. And I remember a few years talking to a friend in Belgium, and I must have looked in a mirror or something and just gone, oh my goodness. And she said, "Oh, but Penny, isn't it beautiful?
Aww.
Don't you look at the lines on your face? It's so beautiful." And I just went,
not really.
Really no.
Not seeing
really
it.
no, I don't get it. And now, a few years later, it must be 10 years later, I'm thinking, actually, I get it.
There is something beautiful.
I get what she was saying.
Yeah.
And a kind, experienced face. You can't beat it.
They say that eyes are the windows to the soul, don't they?
They do.
They do say that, and that is very true.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So tell us about your experiences about getting old. How do you know?
Maybe you're not doing it yet, but I promise it's coming. I promise.
It will come.
Because I didn't believe it would come.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you will get there.
It's
Some people
true.
aren't lucky to get there.
That's
actually.
true.
But yeah, it'll get you eventually. You'll end up like us.
Tell us your stories. And those little signs that make you go, uh-oh.
Yeah. Check yourself.
Talk to you soon.
See you soon.
And if we can ask you to press heart.
Heart.
And and share and stuff like that. And if you're on YouTube, then if you'd subscribe, hit that subscribe button. We promise not to sell you double glazing or any of the other dodgy things that you might find.
No.
Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
God
Have a
bless.
good week.
Bye.
People live in poverty, children born in slavery. A world who live on rubbish heaps. You tell me you've got too much to do. Girls living on the street,